It's Lee.
If you give me any date before the year 2000, I can instantly tell you what day of the week it was.
Bollocks.
Is this something you learn, or is this the kind of, you know, Rain Man type thing?
No, I had to learn...
You learned how to do it?
Learnt the system.
What's the system?
The system is, what you do is you actually just learn one...
You sat there trying to think of a system, and what you're clamping for is you actually just learn what day of the week every day is.
I can't go back to, like, 14 BC, right? But I can do it right the way back to the sort of 1920s, 1930s. And what you do is you learn a midway, so you learn one particular point in 1955, 3 months in 1955, you learn it off by heart those 90 days, and then there's a calculation that you can do to plus or minus.
What's that calculation? Take a day, one of your expert period around Suez or whatever it was.
Well, you have to give me the exact year, otherwise it'll be two different answers.
OK, I don't mind. Right, the 14th of May, 1955.
Well, hang on, 14th of May. Tuesday.
Tuesday, right. And so how do you extrapolate from your knowledge of that to go back to the 1920s to the 23rd of June, 1927?
It's dead simple.
Yep.
It's 7, hang on, to the power of 2. Right. Then you take away 10% unless it's a leap year.
And is it a leap year, 1955?
Of course not, you idiot. That was 54.
And what about... Yeah, no, of course.
Okay.
This one, 1926.
This one's hear that? It's 55, a leap year. Absolute crazy. Did you hear that? What an idiot. Listen, he's Oxbridge educated. What a...
90 years a leap year, 7 to the power of 2.
7 to the power of 2 is 49.
Minus 10% is 4.9, so you got 44.1.
Correct. I was going to say...
That's not a day of the week, that's 44.1.
It is.
44.1,
then you round it up or round it down, which is 44. 44, key of the door, 21, 2 and 1 is 3. Sunday's the first day, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
So, David,
you think it's true?
I think it's true.
It's a lie.
I think it's clever. I think it's true.
There's an easy way to find out. We all know what day of the week we were born on. Well, most of us do. And if you tell me what day your date of birth is, I'll tell you the day of the week you were born.
OK, 14th of July, 1974.
Is that your birthday?
Yeah.
You were born on a... Thursday.
I do. Looking at the demographic of this audience, this will be a shock. 22, 10, 46.
BC.
46. Do you know the day of the week you were born?
No.
Good, well, that's handy. Thursday.
Lie.
You just did. You're saying it's a lie. OK, Lee, are you telling a lie?
Of course I'm telling a lie.